So this is Mr. Consistency, and this is going to be a real brief review of the social media consistency presentation I gave at the I Take the Lead Quarterly on October 4th down at Dave & Buster's. The first piece I want to talk about is branding. There's a real simple formula. It's your client's expectations times their emotion equals your brand, or the strength of your brand. And expectation is what results they expect from you. That can really be the same as trust, how much they trust you to provide those results. And the emotion is how valuable those results are to them. So if you are exceeding your customers' expectations with the results you're providing, then you're going to be strengthening your brand. And if you are not able to meet those expectations, you're going to be weakening your brand. So just keep that in mind with your branding. So there's a few real big brands out there that do a great job at branding. Probably recognize almost all these companies, if not all of them. And they do a lot of work with strengthening their brand. So they're doing that piece of exceeding customers' expectations and also tying that to an emotion. So that's an important piece and a good lesson you can learn from them. And with branding, another important piece is being consistent. So there's 4 benefits of consistency. First one is measurement. The more consistent you are and the longer you do something, the more ability you have to track your results and to measure them. That helps you build a track record down the road, which is good for your reputation. Being consistent also brings a level of accountability. So when you're consistent, people know who you are, what you do, where they can find you if something goes wrong, and that builds trust, and it shows them that there's some accountability. They can find you if something goes wrong and needs to be fixed. Being consistent is also important for your reputation, because again, if you've measured those results and tracked them, you've got a good track record, and when people see that, then they start to see the value that you provide to them as clients. And the most important part is your message. Marketers say that a customer needs to interact with a marketing message somewhere between 7 and 23 times before they actually make a decision to purchase a product or service. So if you're not being consistent, if you're constantly changing your messaging and your brand, people are not getting those 7 to 23 interactions with your message. And it's going to be a lot more difficult for you to close the sale with those people. So it's important to be consistent there. So what does social media branding look like? Well, for most people, the brand starts on their website or their business card. We could take that, put it onto Facebook on the cover photo, put it on Twitter in a custom background, put it in YouTube in a custom background. So with Facebook, the cover photo, that's how you're going to brand your Facebook page. And what you want to include on there is your logo, your business name, the color scheme from your website or your business card, and try and throw some eye-catching photos in there to really make it interesting for people. You can't actually put any of your contact information on there or tell people to go to your website or purchase a new product you've got out. They're real strict on Facebook about promotional language in your cover photo, so be careful, keep it simple, and just use it to be aesthetically pleasing for people. So here's a few free tools you can use to create a custom cover photo for Facebook. Obviously, if you have a graphic editing software like Photoshop, you can make your own, but this is for people that don't have those tools. Twitter is very similar. You can customize the background instead of a cover photo. Want to put your logo on there, your business name. On Twitter, you can put your contact information, and you should. So, phone number, website, email address. And call to action. Tell people to go buy your book or your products. Tell them to connect with you on Facebook. Tell them to connect with you on YouTube. Use that. It's a good tool. And here's a few free tools as well for Twitter, doing custom backgrounds. The first 2 there are actually tools to do a custom background, and Chameleon actually just has some templates you can use without any customization. YouTube is very similar. You can customize the background just like Twitter. Same information on there. And there's a good tool for you there for doing a custom YouTube background. So that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to connect with me or contact me on any of the social media.